Next, let's learn about different types of mixtures by making some of our own. Grab some water, salt, some flour, and a spoon. First, let's make a homogeneous mixture with salt. Pour a pinch of salt into the water and stir. There you go, you've just made a homogeneous mixture. A homogeneous mixture is like our salt water here. Everything blends so well that it looks the same all the way through. Now let's try something different. Add a spoonful of flour to another glass of water and stir that. Look at that! The flour doesn't completely dissolve in the water, which makes it a heterogeneous mixture. Another great example is trail mix. You can easily see the different components nuts, raisins, and berries, each retaining its own identity. In a heterogeneous mixture, the ingredients don't mix evenly. Instead, you see distinct layers or parts. Okay, let's get experimental. We need 6 small glasses of water, food coloring, sugar, chalk, soil or sand, and oil. In the first glass, mix 1 to 2 drops of food coloring and stir. In the second, add 5 or 6 drops of food coloring and stir. In the third, let's add a little sugar and stir that. In the fourth one, we will add some chalk powder and now stir that. In the fifth, we add some sand or even soil and stir. And finally, in the last one, we are going to add some oil and stir that. Now observe. Glasses 1 and 2 made a homogeneous mixture. The color is even throughout, though the color in glass 2 is darker, which makes sense, right? We added more food coloring. Glass 3 with sugar and water also formed a homogeneous mixture because the sugar dissolved completely, making it look the same throughout. But glasses 4, 5, and 6 with chalk powder, sand, and oil made a heterogeneous mixture, which doesn't blend completely and forms visible layers or bits. So we can extend our chart to add the different types of mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous.